Yo, welcome back to another excellent episode of Unbiased. This Super Bowl Sunday right here, and we going for it all. I'm your host, TK. I got my hair like this because you know what month it is, But I'm the Vikings fan. We watch from home today, so you can watch with us.
I think we all watch from home.
Shit, we all watch it from home.
Yeah, that's all kids watch from home.
We go this. Okay.
There you go. It's gonna take a little bit. You gotta figure it out. Yeah, there you go.
That way. That hurts. I hurt my wrist crack.
Where's use your other hand?
I'm about to say because it's like, okay. Oh, damn. I feel like that's what's. Go ahead, Damone. Where you from, man? Who you like? That's D Money. He's a Colts fan.
I understand the silence.
They have a top 5 pick this year, so he doesn't want to talk about it, but they're looking for hope right now.
I realized I was on mute. Mute. I'm a Colts fan. I'm ready for the draft.
Okay. The one laughing.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Mm-hmm.
Good, because I don't really want to say this out loud, but I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm Sledge. We're rebuilding. We're looking for new.
Speaking of rebuilding,
yeah, we're looking for new doctors.
I'm a Broncos fan. We got a new coach too.
Yeah, y'all gave up a lot for that coach. About to say, but you said Sledge just said he's a Dolphins fan. He didn't want nobody to hear this, but I'm gonna let y'all know this out loud and clear. There are 6 teams in the NFL that haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. 6 NFL teams that haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. It goes the Chicago Bears, the Washington Redskins, also known as the Washington Commanders. The Washington football team, now known as the Washington Commanders. So 3 different teams hasn't won a playoff game in 10 years. You have the Miami Dolphins, the aforementioned them. You have the New York Jets. You have the Detroit Lions. You have the Las Vegas Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those are 6 teams, that hasn't just, they just been around. They just been,
they've been chilling.
Yeah, they just been getting by as an organization. That's why you crying right now. That's why you tearing up. Okay, but I say,
hurts my heart. We had so much. We had so much, and then the nigga wanted almost off to kill himself. So,
Well, I'm gonna tell you. So this is a little bit of basketball news, but there was an NFL star that commented on it, so it makes it NFL news now. So the Blazers training staff was giving Gary Payton II Toradol shots, and they wanted him to play through the injuries. Well, Cowboys star Michael Parsons come out and says that 95% of the NFL pushes players to play injured by using those same shots.
Shut the fuck up.
That's how you ruin your money.
All right, so since we're on this, whatever, I want to ask though. So, who do you think has it worse having to play through the pain? Is it football players or basketball players?
Playing through the pain? It's definitely football players.
Yeah, definitely football players.
Yeah, with basketball, it's bad because you just nonstop running. But with football, you're getting smacked. Yeah, you're getting hit every play.
Okay. All right. So now, like I said earlier, I just want to have some smooth conversation if we can today. So I got a question. So what do you think is harder to translate to? So example, there's a former NFL player, Devin Funchess. He was a receiver / tight end, 6'5", 230, 240. Well, he's training to go to the NBA now since his NFL career is kind of done. So he thinks that he can transition to the NBA and possibly play basketball. But there was a basketball player, Dennis Smith Jr., who he didn't get signed, whatever, and he was a high school All-American. He was a high school player and high school football player, and he did that and was getting recruited to college. But he was an NBA player. So do you think it would be easier for him to translate to the NFL from the NBA, or do you think it would be easier for the NFL player to translate to the NBA?
Charlie Ward won a Heisman, didn't he?
Charlie Ward, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That says it right there.
I don't know. I can't say because I still look at body types though. So Charlie Ward was 6'2", maybe 6'1", You feel me? Like 6'1", 6'2", he was a quarterback. So he could go to the NBA and play guard, of course. Especially at that time where there were smaller guards.
I was gonna say, I think it depends on the not only does it depend on the size, it also depends on the era too. Because if you're going from, let's say you're going from nowadays football to nowadays basketball.
Okay.
I think that's easier, in my opinion. I think go from football to basketball is easier than go from basketball to football.
Less wear and tear.
Yeah, less wear and tear. But actually, it's still the same because you're going back to the '90s. There's a lot rougher in the '90s when it comes to basketball. You're getting smacked around, getting fucked up. But them niggas in football was still getting fucked up too. They didn't have them concussion rules back then. They was throwing your ass. They was choke slamming your ass back then.
Right, you had concussion back then. That was just a headache.
Yeah, this is a lot of people play through that.
I think it's easier to go from football to basketball, or actually, sorry, the other way, from basketball to football, because you have a lot of like basketball players, or like they played basketball in college and then they go and play football, and that's where a lot of the tight ends were, like
Antonio Gates,
Jimmy Graham,
Kelsey,
like they were Kelsey. They were basketball players who transitioned to being football players.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like, I honestly think it depends on the body type though, for real. Because Devin Funchess, that's a big boy. If everybody know Devin Funchess, he was he played at Michigan. He played for the Panthers. He played for the Packers, I think. Whatever. He's a big receiver that could play receiver, and he was like a tight end tweener. So he's 6'5", 6'6". He's a bigger guy. Whatever. I feel like he could translate to the NBA and be a small forward, power forward, like somewhere in there. And I feel like he could get a little loose. I do feel like he would be stiffer than a basketball player, though, because I feel like basketball players is a little bit more.
Was it shifty?
Yeah, a little bit looser. A little bit more fluid. I feel like he would be a little bit more stiffer still, but he's also a bigger body. So when you're bigger, you already are automatically going to be a little bit more like that anyway. I feel like.
I think it just depends. It also depends on what kind of player you are in general, because I think, say you got an Ocho Cinco or Odell Beckham. Them niggas are shifty niggas already, so they can go to basketball with no problem and just be like moving. But I think some people, where you got bigger niggas like how you were saying,
Devin Funchess.
Yeah, Funchess. Let's say you're talking about him, Antonio Gates. They're bigger dudes. So switching over, they're going to be stiff. They're going to be trying to power their way in there.
Right.
So it's a different player style.
You've seen a football player play basketball before. It ain't really pretty.
No, I hate it.
But I feel like a lot of nowadays, anyway, if you watch receivers and how they run their routes and how they get off the line of scrimmage, they're a lot like guards doing crossovers anyway. You see Devontae Adams, you see Justin Jefferson. It's a lot of head fakes. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of different things that you wouldn't expect from football. Like it looks like they're playing basketball on the football field sometimes when they're running routes, though.
And it's also angles too, because sometimes they're doing the head fakes and then the shifting, but sometimes they angle their body. So it's like, even when you try to get the interception, you can't, because the way they angle their body. So they're like right here, and you like, damn, I can't even get in there to try to snatch that shit. They just know how to angle their body too.
That is true, because they say basketball is a game of angles. And for real, like when I coach football, and since we can't do the crackback rule, I tell kids to set a pick on what is on. Set a screen. Set a screen.
That's wild to set a screen in football. That's wild.
About to say, but real talk, nowadays you got to put your hands up and tell like you didn't even do it for real too.
Yeah.
So I gave y'all a list of 6 teams that haven't made the playoffs in 10 years. I'm gonna give you a list of 4 teams that's undefeated in the Super Bowl.
Oh shit!
And there's one team that was on both lists. The New York Jets. The New York Jets. They're 1-0 in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 1-0.
The Joe Namath one.
Joe Namath.
And I'm glad you remember. Hey, I'm glad you said that, Damone. Remember that. Got something for y'all later. About to say, but another team that's in there is the Baltimore Ravens. They're 2-0 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You have the New Orleans Saints. They're 1-0 in the Super Bowl. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 2-0 in the Super Bowl.
And they done gave out some ass whippings in the Super Bowls too.
Let's say Brady.
Hey, so this week, we had a receiver retire.
We did.
And I want to know, do y'all think he's a Hall of Famer? AJ Green.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, who retired? I forgot he retired.
Do y'all think AJ Green's a Hall of Fame receiver?
Nah.
He's a Hall of very good.
I mean, I was just wondering because I feel like
that's
Julio,
100%.
But I feel like Julio's a Hall of Famer, so and they're in the same class. So I feel like Julio's gonna get in over AJ Green whenever he retires. But we got to look back at the 2011 draft. Was this arguably one of the best drafts ever? Okay, here's the top 11 right here. Number 1, you got Cam Newton.
Man, what a talent.
Number 2, you got Von Miller.
What a talent.
Man.
Number 3, you got Marcel Darius.
I like Marcel Darius.
He was nice.
He had a good run.
Number 4, AJ Green.
He was good, very good.
Number 5, you had Patrick Peterson.
Yeah.
Number 6, you got Julio Jones.
Man, I used to think he was better than Antonio Brown at one point. That's how good he was.
I always thought he was better than him. You got number 7, you got Alden Smith. Alden Smith had a great run if he could have kept his nose clean.
Oh, wow.
Hint, hint.
Wow.
Number 8, this is where it falls off at. Number 8, you got Jake Locker. Y'all remember him?
They cleaned out
unfortunately.
Tennessee.
Wasn't he in Denver?
Tennessee.
No, he was in Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't think
he had like a 3-year run and then retired.
Shitty. Stole money.
That's all I did. Number 9, you got Tyron Smith.
Never heard of him.
For the Dallas Cowboys?
He's one of the linemen. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer for real. Number 10, you got Blaine Gabbert.
I know Blaine Gabbert.
Not a Hall of Famer.
That's wild.
He's not a Hall of Very Good either.
That name sucks.
He's not no Blaine Gabbert. I was like, wait a
minute.
Existed.
About to say, so look, that was the worst quarterback draft after Cam Newton. I feel like probably fell off because you got number 11, you got J.J. Watt.
Ooh, good.
That's great.
And then number 12 on this list, it's not on this list, but I'll remember it because I was there for it. It was the Vikings. We picked Christian Ponder. And
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Christian Ponder, the quarterback?
Yeah, Christian Ponder, the quarterback. You know where he went, though? You know where he went?
To the Vikings.
Florida State. I wasn't happy, though, for that one, but it's okay, though.
So, wait. Christian Ponder got drafted?
First round, number 12 to the Vikings.
Yeah, I remember him getting drafted. I remember him being on the Vikings. I forgot he was a person.
I see your frustration.
Yeah, you can see it in my head right now. I'm about to say, so AJ Green, speaking of AJ Green again, though, on his career, he had 10,514 career receiving yards. He's second in Bengals all-time receiving yards and touchdowns. He was a 7-time Pro Bowler and a 2-time All-Pro.
Okay.
Y'all don't think he deserves no love?
He's not going to get it. You play with a ginger. Man.
I forgot to list the white ginger.
I don't get that. All right.
Trust a ginger.
Have
I been wrong? Have I been wrong?
I don't know. I don't really.
Do you research and come back?
Think about every redhead player. It's like 3 that we can think of. 3 like star redhead players.
Never trust a fucking ginger.
I can't really think of none for that I know of. For like that's sad. About to say just off top. About to say, but so
Andy Fucking Dalton is one of them. But go ahead.
Do y'all think I'm gonna do this one first. Do you think Zeke's a Hall of Famer if he retired today?
No. Also, very good.
You just throwing shit at the wall and hoping to stick.
Nah. Because I got something though right here for you, right? So do y'all think Terrell Davis should have been a Hall of Famer?
Yes, the nigga won the Super Bowls. So
yeah, that's the thing. The Super Bowl runs is what got him.
Super Bowls is what got him there.
So the Super Bowl got him a Hall of Fame vote, but Zeke can't get one.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
Because he was still Zeke's really not producing. Like we're really arguing like saying that bro Pollard might be better than Zeke. Nobody was really saying that on that Denver Broncos team. Like no, it was always Terrell Davis. It was never nobody else. And that's just where it's at. It's always Terrell Davis.
Let me go look at this right quick just to see.
Like Terrell was like they had they had like Shannon and Elway, but it was
Terrell Davis show.
Team.
Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, my argument is valid right here. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Didn't he go 2K one year?
Who? Terrell Davis?
Yeah.
I don't think so. But all right, so Terrell Davis in 7 years, right? He had 7,607 yards, 60 rushing touchdowns, and 169 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
That's in 7 years. His whole 7-year career, because he only played 7 years.
He was hurt though, wasn't he?
Oh, so now we're gonna say he was hurt. So
I'm asking. That's what really.
I'm about to say he started on special teams. He broke his way up. He had the little head. He had like migraines, the Percy Harvin special, whatever, a little bit here and there. But he was cool. He had a good, solid 7-year career. And he got what? One Super Bowl?
I thought he got 2.
Yeah, I think he had 2.
He got 2 with Denver.
Yeah, he had 2.
And he was a Super Bowl MVP in one of them, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did have 2K. He had 2,008 yards.
Stop playing with bro.
21 touchdowns.
Stop playing
with bro.
Okay, so like I said, right, in his whole 7-year career, he had 7,607 yards, 60 rushing touchdowns, and 169 receptions. Mm-hmm. In Zeke's current 7 years and still going, not at the best rate, but still going, he has 8,267 rushing yards. Terrell Davis is 7,607, so he's killing him in rushing yards already. He has 80 rushing touchdowns. That's 20 more than his 60. 80, 20. That's 80, 60, 20, whatever. And he has 305 receptions.
Does he have a Super Bowl MVP?
I don't think that should matter as much as we make it matter now. Just looking at stats. Terrell Davis helped out.
Terrell Davis went from a special teams player to a Super Bowl MVP. What did Zeke go to?
I like that. I'm like that. He went from a first-round pick to
wondering if
Wait. When did Terrell Davis get drafted? Because I never knew when he got drafted.
Like 89, right?
This is another one of those situations where
he got drafted in 95 to 2001.
No, I mean like
that's tough.
No, I mean like what round? No, that's how many.
Round 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying. We expected this. This is one of the situations where we expect this from you. And the other one is like, damn, you said it's like the Brady situation. Like just we talked about Brady before. How Brady got drafted, 6th round, and we didn't expect nothing from him. Isn't it?
I will say
the difference is there's still players that got drafted after Terrell Davis or didn't get drafted and still gonna have better stats than Terrell Davis did. The only reason why Terrell Davis made the Hall of Fame is because of those 2 Super Bowls, probably.
Yes, if you take away the 2 Super Bowls, Terrell Davis doesn't get
ass nigga.
He's just a regular. Okay, and that's all. I just wanted to say, Kenny, I think I want to add him to your list.
You say he's overrated?
I'm gonna say it.
I ain't gonna say overrated, bro. He had two. He's had 2. Was it back-to-back seasons where he did 2K?
Yeah. It wasn't back-to-back, but he got the one that was. He has the most scoring of somebody who had a 2K season because he also had 21 touchdowns that year.
Is Terrell Davis my top 5? Is Terrell Davis top 5?
No, he's not my top 5 either.
Top 10? Yeah, is he top 10? Maybe. I don't really know. I gotta see a list. I gotta see a list firsthand, but probably not. But let's be fucking real here, sir. He was a 6th round draft pick and went from 0 to fucking hero. Yeah,
also, if Zeke wasn't on the Cowboys, we wouldn't be talking about Zeke right now.
He's not, and you're not lying.
What you mean? If Zeke wasn't on the Cowboys,
if he was on the fucking Bears, no one would care.
If he had those type of stats, I would still say he's better than Terrell Davis.
Right? No, I'm saying right now, if Zeke was on the Bears,
what Super Bowl
you wouldn't be mentioning Zeke's name.
Oh, you just saying where I happen to see that from. It's okay. I just thought I liked it. I seen it. I grabbed it. I said, hey, that's very unbiased of me to do.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Like the media wouldn't give a shit about Zeke if he was on the Panthers.
It's not. It's a combination of things. It's like he came in from Ohio State, so you already got the look. Then so you already got this like okay.
Terrell Davis came from Georgia. That was a powerhouse then.
I'm saying OSU right now is like, as much as I hate them, that's one of them colleges that people look out for. That's like one of them big colleges people look out for. So when they come in there, so you already got a reputation that precedes you. Then you get in there, and then you go to the Cowboys, one of the most popular teams ever. And on top of that, you come in there, you got your stomach out. So like everything you doing, we got our eyes on you, type thing. Like you already got a personality, like you got an aura about you right now. It was pink. I seen it. Was his
so nigga.
So when they see him, they're like, okay. Actually, no, it was baby blue. But when they see him though, they was talk about that. But when he's out there, it's like you got a certain personality, certain look about you. So you're already considered a star at this point.
I mean, I feel you. I'm just
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis had to work for what he got.
He had to get it out the mud, like these young kids say.
Well, Terrell Davis was going to get cut. If you're around 6, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get cut. Let's be real.
What's the special teams?
Zeke, I will say Zeke's first 3 years, yes, he was on a Hall of Fame pace, but he didn't keep it up. He got paid, and then his production has been dying.
You know who Zeke's no different than? You know who Zeke's really no different than?
I already know what to say. No, I already know what to say.
I don't think we have to. Yeah, I don't think we have to say names. He shouted.
All right, dude. All right, dude. As soon as you started saying what you said, all right.
Oh yeah, I know Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, all right, dude.
All right, come on, bro. Let's be real.
I don't know. I like Zeke a little bit more than him still. So
no, you like Zeke more. No, well, we know he's better, but we know Lay's better, but that's another story for another fucking day. But let's be real.
Look.
Stop. The proof's in the fucking pudding, TK. Stop it. So listen.
Speaking of stories for another day.
We must have a talk. Remember, TK said we must have a talk.
Speaking of stories for another day and getting it out the mud, round 6 wasn't supposed to be nobody, 0 to hero. I have a theory for you about the GOAT himself, Mr. Tom Brady. But first, I would like to ask y'all, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I had to ask. All right, so my theory for Tom Brady, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to dive into this. So last year, it was reported that him and his wife was going through stuff, and his wife gave him an ultimatum. It's either football or family. Football or family.
Fucked you enough.
Right. So my thing is, last year, even if he would have chose family, he still knew something was going on in his marriage. And we've seen everything unfold. We see them go through the divorce. We see them split stuff up and everything. So I feel like Tom Brady let her take half of everything from the marriage. He came back to play football this year, knowing that he had a 10-year, $375 million table deal on the table for next season. So Tom Brady's NFL career earnings was $333 million over, 22 years?
Dang, that's a lot.
Right, but he can get $375 million for 10 years on Fox right now. And if he would have took that deal last year and stayed with his wife, then still got divorced, she would have got some of that. I feel like Tom Brady came back to the league this year to play, so he knew he was going through that situation. He ain't have to split that, and he can start all over right now with this new career, headed to some money.
Hey, I ain't mad at that.
That's my theory for why Tom Brady played last year now.
Prick. They say he's a selfish prick.
Hey, he's the GOAT.
Hey, that's the GOAT to me.
That's the GOAT.
But, okay.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
I like it, and I think that was a smart decision from him. I think that's why he came back and he played his last season, and he was ultimately okay with riding out into the sunset.
Nah, real talk though. If I would have played, if you niggas would have had me, if I would have did that shit, you got half, and I'm give you some money because I'm not a real jerk ass. But you're gonna really take more. I'm gonna make sure that you don't get what you really want, bro. Like divorce. Divorce. And it's just it is what it is. It's not about. It's about who's more of a sucker.
You feel me? And I feel like he wasn't going for that.
He wasn't going.
She has more money.
Don't matter, bro.
So I don't even know if she would get half.
She can. I mean, at the end of the day, we already know who gets majority of what and who gets most of everything. I feel like Tom Brady did that because he knew he had something else to look forward coming up to this season.
He played it smart. I'm not mad at that at all.
I ain't mad at that.
He had to look forward to taking an L in the playoffs, getting that ass beat.
Well, we're going to still just keep praising this man's name. So it says, considering supporting cast over the year, all time.
Y'all, not we. I'm not praising him. Fuck him.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, us three is going to continue. You see this L right here? It's going to be us three that's going to continue to praise this man. His all-time touchdown pass catchers was Gronk with 96.
Of course. Deion Branch.
Randy Moss had 39.
Oh, of course.
Julian Edelman had 36. Wes Welker had 34. Mike Evans had 32. James White had 24. Deion Branch had 24. Here's a hot name for y'all. Aaron Hernandez had 18.
Ooh, wait.
D. Graham had 17, and Ben Watson had 17. And Ben Watson, he shared a little story the other day, whatever. He was talking about when he was in Cleveland. He said the former Saints tight end Ben Watson recently shared that the Cleveland Browns asked him if he ever smoked weed. He said no. The interviewer grabbed his wrist to feel his pulse and then asked him again a little bit louder.
Wow. He tried to catch him slipping.
So he tried to set it. So like, why did you touch my wrist and feel my pulse? Like, you think my heart beating?
He's trying to see if his heart was going to beat a little faster.
My heart was racing. That's white.
Do you smoke weed? Nah. Do you smoke weed?
That motherfucker was beating.
About to say, yeah, I just had to put
I'll beatbox your ass.
Yeah, I'll beatbox your ass. About to say, but this is Dan Orlovsky's top 5 quarterbacks ever.
Top 5. Okay, top 5.
Dan Orlovsky's top 5 quarterbacks ever. Number 5, Dan Marino.
Hey, my guy.
Number 4, Peyton Manning.
He should be high.
My guy.
Number 4 was Peyton Manning. That's crazy, right? Number 3 is John Elway.
Ew.
This one's for Pat.
One's for Pat.
Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes.
He's
already number 2. Already?
I would have him top 5, but not number 2.
And number 1 is Tom Brady.
How many years Mahomes been in the league?
Like 5.
And he got him at number 2 already? Golly. I see something in that young man.
Hey,
Super Bowl 3 times in 5 years.
And speaking of seeing something in that young man, I'm going to read y'all some stuff right now. I'm going to give y'all these Hall of Fame resumes, right? I ain't going to give y'all no names. I want y'all to guess the name, if anything.
Well, Joe Montana should be on that list, by the way, but go ahead.
This is a Hall of Fame resume. He has he's a one-time All-Pro. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He had 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. Ring a bell. About to say 35,467 passing yards and 237 touchdowns. Who do y'all think that is?
Is it Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Nope. The most, no.
Unitas?
Nah, it's not. I said he had 4 straight Super Bowl appearances, Damone.
Oh, Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said it first, but go ahead, fellas.
Oh, this don't count for nothing. I just want to. I feel like Damone would have got that one. About to say, this is a Hall of Fame resume. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler. He has 32,942 passing yards and 165 touchdowns.
Joe Montana.
Nope.
Steve Young.
Nope.
Damn. No.
Is this a quarterback?
Yeah, they're all quarterbacks.
Okay. How many Super Bowls did he win? 3. Yeah, I was about to say Dan Marino. I was like, he ain't
but that means he plays for Dallas.
Troy Aikman.
Okay, this one right here. This is a 1-time Super Bowl champion, a 1-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. He had 27,663 passing yards and 173 touchdowns.
Kurt Warner?
No, I said this name. No, you said this name earlier.
Unitas?
Nope.
Terry Bradshaw.
For the Jets.
Oh, Joe Namath.
Okay.
So now we get to somebody current day, right?
I gotta say this: Johnny or United or not United, Joe Namath should not be in the Hall of Fame. He sucked. He has like 120 or whatever touchdowns, like double the amount of interceptions.
No, 173 touchdowns.
So yeah, how many interceptions?
That's not on his Hall of Fame resume.
He said, "Ain't gonna show that."
About to say, but we get to somebody now. So y'all remember all them, names. I named Jim Kelly, Troy Aikman, Joe Namath. We get to this guy. He's a one-time Super Bowl champion, a one-time MVP, two-time All-Pro, 5 straight AFC Championship appearances, with 24,241 passing yards and 192 passing touchdowns. And he's only in year 6.
Year 6.
Pat. He is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just wild. Like, it's just wild that we're like, damn. Number 2 of all time. That's crazy. And
but when you look at all these other names that's glorified already, Troy Aikman, Jim Kelly, Joe Namath, like
Joe Namath had 220 interceptions.
He was giving away. He was giving away like Christmas gifts.
Hey, Damone.
He was playing like Paul Crew. He was throwing him.
They're down there somewhere.
I'm just upset my man can't get a job still there for real. Can't get a shot. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about other black quarterbacks because the Eagles. No, Jameis. Eagles have the most black starting quarterbacks in NFL history.
They do. I've seen it.
They had Randall Cunningham. They had Donovan McNabb.
Michael Vick, wasn't he?
Vince Young.
Was it Michael Vick there too?
Yeah, Mike Vick. Yeah. Rodney Peete. And then I say, yeah, no, Rodney Peete was a funny dude. So they got I just wanted to shout them out though,
They got I feel like there's another one. There wasn't any more.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I already said Jalen though. I'm about to say yeah, but that's 6 right there.
That's a lot of niggas.
Who, Jalen or who?
That's a lot of niggas.
All right, so you know who we got in the Super Bowl today? It's the Chiefs versus the Eagles.
It don't even feel like Super Bowl Sunday.
And there was a stat out that the Chiefs this year says they're 16-3 overall, have 546 points scored, 6 All-Pros, including the Kelsey brother and the quarterback, and the AFC number 1 seed. Then you got the Eagles. They were 16-3 overall this year. They had 546 points scored. They got 6 All-Pros, including the Kelsey brother and the quarterback, and they was the NFC number 1 seed.
Good matchup.
It's a great matchup. So Arian Foster said that before every game that they would get a script, or before every season they would get a script, and it's a big thing going around. So the NFL has been going around saying, the script says this, the script says that, the script says this. So what do you think the script should say today for the Super Bowl?
The script should say,
I think when he says script, he means like what they're going to do for the day. We all get scripts like this is what we're going to run.
No, he said they gave them a script. He said the practices, they would go to practice and rehearse what they would do in the games for the script. So my thing is, I felt like
how true is that?
I felt like that was not true at all.
No, it's not true, but we're saying if there is a script, who should win?
We'll get back to that. But I want to dive into the script because it was funny because a lot of the NFL players came out and they was making fun of him for saying that because they're like, they were saying Henry Ruggs looking at his script for the season. Like, that.
Listen.
To get some, how can you plan for that type of?
I can't make the jokes. Y'all can't either.
They said when RG3 got the script for him to put on the knee brace and go out there and still break his knee. They said for when Mr. Too soon. I ain't gonna talk about his script. How he had, DeMar Hamlin. He made it out. About to say,
I seen the one that said O.J. Simpson had a script.
how do you play? How do you put that into a script for something for the season? You said that was real. Like, how do they do that? My shit looks crazy.
It was that one dread. That's how I knew you were stressed. It was on the left.
I gotta shake it every now and again. My space for what? Oh yeah. So tell me, what do you think the script though should say for the? How do you think the script was for just the overall season? We gonna get into the overall season right now.
Okay, so
Kenny. Okay, Kenny. Let me ask you: the script the Broncos got this year. How'd you feel about it?
Ooh, I didn't like that script at all. I didn't like that one. They need to turn that movie back in. I don't like that script.
Damone, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
The script that the Colts got this year, for y'all to have Jonathan Taylor coming in, y'all was thinking that, hey, he's going to be the number one back this year. Y'all got Matty Ice. Y'all got a proven quarterback right now that's going to help y'all get over the hump. Y'all got young talent. Y'all got something. Y'all was coming off of a good season last year. The script that y'all got this year, how did you feel about it?
I don't like it. The script writers are awful. This was supposed to be Matty Ice's redemption story, and they messed it up.
I like that. He said short, sweet, to the point, and hit mute on me. Well, I say, Sledge, how you seen Tua out there, going through his situations? You had Teddy B coming to be the backup, and then he wasn't the backup. Y'all had Skylar Thompson. Y'all had got y'all's boy Tyreek Hill. Good trade, whatever. He said, we taking ping pongs out of the locker room so we could focus. And then they said, you took y'all took them out the locker room so y'all could focus. He said, nah, we just wanted to get some new ones. They was messed up. Do you think they should have been focused more? Do you think y'all's training staff should have been focused?
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. You know when they be having loopholes and plot holes in movies? Yeah, that hospital, them doctors was one of them.
Doctors was part of the script?
Bro, the doctors was definitely part of the script. This was a Spike Lee joint. This was a Spike Lee joint, nigga. Shit, them niggas thought shit was sweet. Spike Lee joint. You always got them twists and turns in the Spike Lee joint. Wake up!
I busted out that Tiffany the Sex Doll Hospital.
Hey, one of y'all asked me how I felt our script was this year.
We seen it in 4K.
Don't worry about it. TK, how did you think the Viking script went this season? Well, in my opinion, I honestly felt like the script was the same as the last 5 seasons since we picked up Kirk.
He said, I've seen this movie before.
I've seen this movie. I've seen this. This was Vikings fan depression part 5. You feel me? Like, you know how it just keeps going. You know how like they got a scary movie where it's like a spoof. But yeah,
Kirk Cousins. That's what that was.
Who said no? This was the dawn of Kirk O'Chains. This was the dawn of Kirk O'Chains because we didn't know, like we've never seen Kirk O'Chains before, but I still knew who he was. I've seen him still, like, so even everybody that was like, hey, Kirk O this, Kirk O that, it was like, I like that. It's cool. This is a good movie, but I know how the movie ends. Like I just know how it ends.
Bad Boys 3. It's like Bad Boys 3. A lot of action. Movie shitty.
But the new script that we got, I don't know. We're gonna see that script looking for the Broncos. But I said that new script we got new writers. We got new director.
Your new director. So what? There was something out to Sean Payton. He was giving his interview. I didn't know Russell Wilson had his own personal quarterback coach on the staff. So when they was interviewing Sean Payton, they asked Sean Payton if Russell Wilson was going to be able to keep, his quarterback coach on the staff in his office and all that. And they said, Sean Payton said, nah, I didn't know nothing about that, but there ain't going to be no such thing like that on this team. I feel like he's coming there and he's going to right the ship, but I feel like Russell might not want to drive there no more. He might not want to ride.
But Russell got some problems he's dealing with too. He's stealing from charities and shit. Got caught.
Yeah, I did see that, and I didn't want to put that man's negative.
That's his charity.
But do you have that, Kenny? Like, do you have that teed up somewhere, or what you're saying?
I just remember. I think that he took from what we know. I think it was. I think the charity was getting like 22% of the. I want to say it was like 22% of the proceedings, and then he was
the rest was going to him.
Yeah, pocketing the rest.
So
what? He's pocketing. It's American way.
I was going to say, so who do you think's worse in the situation than Brett Favre or Russell?
Oh, Brett Favre is by far the worst.
Oh no, what makes Brett Favre even worse because people are coming out like, yeah, Brett Favre ain't shit. We've been telling y'all that, and he's like, you know what? I'll sue your ass. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's suing Pat McAfee. And Pat McAfee on his show is like, "Yeah, we made it, boys. We're getting sued." And people were like, he said that people were asking him like, "So what are your attorneys and stuff going to do?" And he's like, I ain't got them. So I'll see you in court. Let's go. Let's see how this fucking goes.
Bro, you stole from the poor in Mississippi.
Allegedly.
That's basically a third world country. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You're so rude.
He was stealing from the poor and stealing from charity, so he's definitely worse.
But it's like, reverse Robin Hood. You stole from the poor and gave it to yourself.
And you're black.
And he's already got money.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
He stole from them to keep his money.
It's just wild. You a devious man. Do some shit like that.
Columbus. Fucking Pilgrim.
And then when somebody calls you out on, you like, I'm gonna sue you too. Like, damn, like.
Bo, you Christopher Columbus. The Pilgrims.
He stole from the Pilgrims.
No, he's a pilgrim.
He's a pilgrim. Well, this man wasn't a pilgrim. He's a Happy Black History Month. I'm gonna take the legend of Jim Brown right here. The legend of Jim Brown. So on one day it says Jim Brown won a track meet here one day, scored 10 goals in a lacrosse game, and then scored 4 touchdowns in a spring football game, all in the same day.
Damn.
I don't know how he did it, but Jim Brown could do that.
Why are we playing lacrosse in the 50s?
It was like a war game or something though, or it was like made from a war game back then with the sticks and all that, something like that. I don't know the whole history behind it.
So wait, so this nigga Jim,
like a Native American game.
So
I just shot them out too, didn't I? Shout out to Florida State too.
So lacrosse been around since the fucking 50s, and it just now getting popular.
Right.
I think it's just getting more popular, but it's like there's no national lacrosse league or nothing. No, so I think like the highest, like they have teams, but it's not like big. I don't think. Still.
Yeah, lacrosse has been around since the 12th century.
Damn.
Damn, medieval.
Golly.
That's a war game.
Yeah. Hey, that means slaves was up there playing lacrosse, nigga. That is wild.
For Bandito contest.
Yeah, motherfucker.
The last time I heard about
it's been in the Olympics since 1904.
Black History Month.
Listen, the last time I heard about lacrosse was Duke.
Jeez, that's crazy. You know we was good too. You know we was cold at that shit too. You know we were.
The last time I heard about lacrosse was Duke.
Oh, yeah. About to say, and that wasn't a good thing we heard about them. I think
Duke really put lacrosse on the map. Man, Duke put lacrosse on the map on the lowest key.
I don't think it was for lacrosse though, was it? Like, I remember there was a lot of cases going on. We're not going. I'm gonna leave that alone, I guess. But like I said, it's Black History Month, and right now we get to get the highest level of excitement and entertainment because we have a Super Bowl that's starring 2 black quarterbacks. First time ever in history, and Rihanna. I guess but I'm still focused on the 2. So I mean, give me your
that's Black History, bro.
That's it's a great day for us, So give me your predictions. Who you think gonna win today? Who you got? The Chiefs, the Eagles, the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs gonna win, but for some reason, I think it's gonna be a blowout. For some reason, at first I was thinking like, okay, we're close, but I'm like, it might fuck around and be a blowout. So you heard it here first. I think it might be a blowout.
Chiefs 24-20.
Is Kevin Hart gonna be there?
I'm gonna need some more points than that. I'm about to say I'm gonna need some more points than that. But 24-20.
Is Kevin Hart gonna be there?
I don't know that man's schedule. You do think if he's there, they're gonna win? The Eagles gonna win or something if he's there?
Listen, bro. You remember how he acted last time? He was cutting up last time, bro. When them niggas won, bro.
And they ain't let him on stage either.
Nah, remember they took the mic away from him because he was acting a damn nut. on stage.
Oh, that's when he was lit. I do remember he was drunk as hell.
Yeah, he was fucked up. I
will
say this though.
I forgot all about that.
If they play Dreams and Nightmares, it's gonna be close and they're gonna lose.
Well, they did say that they switched their team song from Dreams and Nightmare to that new Uzi song.
And if they play Lil Uzi, they might win, bro.
Oh, that one, I want to rock. Jason Kelsey was like, I want to rock.
I don't like that.
That's all hits, bro. That's all fucking hits, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Hey, that's all. And then if he brings them out, hey, Uzi,
that would be. I always like when the artist comes out with him. Always like that.
Uzi is goated. If you bring the goat out, y'all gotta win. You have no choice. It's like if your coach dies on the field. You ain't got no choice, nigga. You gotta get it all out on the field.
I don't think they're gonna play. I don't think they're gonna finish the game because we've just seen recently this season.
He didn't even die. They was like, yeah, go ahead and take him out of there. We done with the game.
He did. They bought it.
Hey, I know that wasn't in the script, nigga. That motherfucker had the NFL in shambles.
That's why I said, I don't know if that was on the script or not.
Skip the page 43. Skip the page 43. Play the fight riff. Play it. Play the fight riff. The technical difficulties.
So who you got, Sledge? Chiefs or the Eagles?
To be honest with you, bro, I really want the Chiefs to win, but I'm tired of seeing them win. So I'm gonna go Eagles.
They've only won once.
Nah. I'm talking about just being top dog. Like they're top. Like them niggas are top.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. I want to see the Eagles win. I think about to say, but at the same time, I'm just happy to see two of us there. Happy to see a good game, and hopefully, it is a good game.
I want to see why he's number two.
I want to
prove why he's number two. That's what I want to see.
But the Chiefs are really the Golden State of this football era, bro. They are the Golden State Warriors of this football area, bro.
And they got rid of a talent and still went back.
I'm
they got rid of Tyreek and still made it to the Super Bowl.
If you build it right, it will last. It's called sustainability. Sustainability.
Yeah.
But you know something else that I sustain here on Unbiased? The Who Am I segment. Favorite segment on the show. We're going to go ahead and get to it right here. This is the Who Am I segment where I give out some clues and give out stats. I give out players' highlights and what they've done in their time. And y'all get to guess. Like I said, this is Black History Month, so y'all should know what to expect today.
Nigga.
But I am upset with y'all, and I am going to make y'all work for this. So, I started my career.
Night Train Lane.
So who?
Night Train Lane.
Night Train.
Oh. I started my career in 1999.
The Brickenshaw Ferguson.
I retired in 2006. I am a quarterback.
99 to 2006.
I'm a quarterback.
Steve McNair.
I started my career in the NFC North.
I lied.
I made my career, though. I got my name in the NFC South. And then I retired in the AFC West.
Dante Culpepper.
Nope.
Yeah, because we were AFC East.
On my career, I had 50. My completion ratio was a 56.2. I have 123 touchdowns, 92 interceptions, 20,000 yards, 20,261 yards, 78.5 passer rating.
Who am I? Stewart.
Nope, not Cordell Stewart.
Ew. Oh.
You said he's a black quarterback? Now is he like is he dark skinned black? Or is he like
Was he on the Vikings?
You said who?
Was he on the Vikings at one point?
No.
You said you said 2006, right?
2005, like 2000 to 2005 is where I made my biggest name at in the NFC South.
I'm trying to think who's in NFC South.
It's not Vic, right?
Nope. That is the South, though.
That's the South. That's the AFC, ain't it?
That's the NFC South.
No, that's the NFC.
The Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, the Buccaneers.
Falcons, Saints.
I'm trying to think.
Panthers.
Buccaneers. I have no earthly
because the QB for the Panthers back then wasn't it Jake
Delhomme?
Delhomme.
I think of
it came to the Panthers.
Aaron Brooks.
Ding.
You got it. We got it. I forgot. I remember him. That was an ugly big head nigga right there. I remember him.
All right, I got one more for y'all though. This is just for the people right here. I started my career in 1995. I retired in 2005.
Okay.
I started my career in the AFC North. I then went to the NFC North for 1 year and then back to the AFC North. On my career, I have 1 Pro Bowl. I have 77 touchdowns to 84 interceptions. I have 14,746 passing yards, 70.7 is my passer rating. On my career, I had 2,874 rushing yards and 38 rushing touchdowns. Who am I?
Say the year again.
1995 to 2005.
Did we already say this man's name?
Maybe.
Yes, we did.
I think we did. Is that what's Cordell Stewart?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I knew Cordell Stewart was going to be on the docket when you said today's Black History.
I had a feeling, but I was like, that's got to be Cordell Stewart.
Damn, that's what's up. I'm just happy that everybody loved Cordell Stewart like I do then, huh?
He wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad for real, but it's just like Aaron Brooks wasn't bad. I just had to give us 2 of them.
I don't know about that.
Aaron Brooks had a good run. He's in the Saints Hall of Fame. He's in the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame.
He is?
Aaron Brooks wasn't bad. Yeah. He wasn't bad, bro. He just played for the New Orleans Saints, bro.
At that time, too. You feel me? Like,
true.
Like, bro, he had Joe Horn. And we didn't even know who Joe Horn was until he flipped out the cell phone. And he still wasn't really that good.
Real talk, about to say, so it says right here, it says, as the Saints, he said he retired in 2007 as the Saints leader in season and career touchdown passes. So he's second now, only to Drew.
Drew Brees.
Yeah.
So I mean that's good for a team
for so long.
But this has been a good, I'm all slouching in my chair and I done fell down. But so this has been another good episode of Unbiased, Super Bowl Sunday special right here. You can tune in to other great episodes. We look forward to giving y'all stuff in the off season. We'll see what we can do for y'all though, for good people. I'm your host TK. That's Kenny. That's Damone. That's Sledge. We Unbiased. You can find us on YouTube at Bad Guys Spoken. You're going to see a little playlist there. It's going to be that little you with me right there, Unbiased. I am Mr. Unbiased. And, just, scoot it back that way. Stay careful out there.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Follow the script.
Follow the script. I like that.
Hey, that's wicked. I know the Bills is pissed. That script didn't go as planned, boy.
It really didn't.